Hey, I'm Mark, and today I'm going to be pulling down some trees. They've died this summer for some reason. There's like a dozen of them around my property. My wife's kind of got me doing chores today, so I thought I'd show y'all some tricks of how to use a chain and a rope. We'll be pulling up some dead bushes and other bushes. I'll show you a trick of how to use knots, where we can pull up a whole series of bushes, one, then another, and then another, and then another, all with the same rope, and not have to get off and on the tractor half a dozen times. Well, let me show you how I got this chain hooked up where it actually chokes the tree. I don't know if you can see that, but I don't have the chain just hooked around it. I have it hooked back to itself where it makes a loop, and then the other chain comes through that loop and it tightens down around it as you pull. And I like to put the tractor in reverse when I pull up trees and stumps. When you pull them up and forward, it has a tendency to just lift the front tires off the ground because for every force there's an equal and opposite force. So when we go in reverse, it has a tendency to push the front tires down. And since I've got the chain high on the tree, it's going to be trying to lift the front tires, so it's kind of two forces working against each other, and I'll get a mechanical advantage over the tree. So let me get on the tractor and we'll pull this one up. Well, that was easy. I took the tractor and just shoved it up into the woods there. It's not any good for firewood. Next, we're got another tree I cut down a few months ago. It also died. I'm not going to put a chain on this one. I'm just going to push it over. And I got one more way over there we'll do next after that. Next, we're going to pull up these plants here. There's 5 of them. They died this summer too. I've got about a dozen of them across my property. There's 5 over there too, and half of them have died. And my wife wants to go with a different kind of plant. So it's too small of a plant to hook a chain around, so we're going to use a rope. And instead of doing one at a time, I can tie some slip knots around each one and then pull each one up individually. So let me show you the first knot. Alright, we're going to use a carabiner. I'm going to tie a couple of half hitches
to it. Half hitch unties really easy, even though you've pulled really hard on it with a tractor. And I'll throw an extra little hitch in there just for good measure. And we'll hook that to the chain on the tractor. Well, I got them all tied up. See, I got plenty of rope left. If you're interested, I've got some other videos on tying knots. I even got a knot, a bowline I tie in 1 second. Oh, let's get the tractor cranked and watch him come out of the ground. Well, that was fun. My nephew's father-in-law, who's a judge, he said his happiness is measured by how much diesel he burned every day. I guess the stress of his job. I guess my happiness is based on a little bit of diesel burning too. Well, I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all check out the other videos on knot tying. We'll see y'all on the next one.